ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। Happy to see you all once again. Welcome to the new year of Palvihar. I hope all of you are excited to soon move into a facility of your own, Chinmaya Yogeshwar. I am also equally excited like you. As I said during that fundraising event, growth is unavoidable as part of progress. You cannot tell your children not to grow. Can you tell? As I said, can you tell your children not to grow? You cannot. Or a tree not to grow? Anything that grows or progresses expresses life. A river that is flowing alone is considered as a healthy water. If the water is stagnant, not moving, it will become soon a source for all worms and impurities. In the same way, an organization, a group of people must go into the next stage of development. And that development or progress always brings new challenges. Any change is a challenge. When we don't accept, it becomes a problem. That's why a great master said a challenge is a problem when you don't accept. And challenge brings out new skills. When you are challenged and when you are ready to face the challenge, you will find what is lacking in you to meet it. And when you are ready to accept the challenge, you should also accept a need to learn new skills. A child grows from the school to the university. It's a challenge for the child to make new friends, live on its own, independent thinking, ready to take its own decisions, live by it, face daily issues. And that's how the child grows to become an adult. In the same way, we all should have that spirit of readiness to face challenge. Therefore, my best wishes for the upcoming challenge. Some of you I was given to understand saying that, oh, it's a little far off, what will I do? I may not be able to come. I have already been traveling 30 minutes. I cannot take 40 minutes. It's only a question of how you look at it. Let us say your child wants to go to the East Coast to study because she chooses a particular course available only in New York or New Jersey or Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, or wherever. Would you not go and see her? Oh, you are too far away. You go. I'm not coming. Hmm. Do you do that? Where there is a love, there is no distance. When you are in love with someone, you will go to any length to meet that person, your own children, your wife, maybe, uh, or your brother or sister, or your parents that are living in India. You go all the way to meet them. So when there is love, you don't see the problems that comes on the way. No, for a few days. Afterwards, you get few weeks that will be there. After that, you get used to it. So do not think that, oh, it's far off, I cannot go. See, look at the positive side of it. You learn, you grow. It is your own home now. You will be able to do more things. You will be able to include more people in the community. You can serve more people. That place will serve many more people for many different purposes. I'm telling you, I'm not exaggerating. Every weekend, our center is booked. Every weekend. Because the community around us have come to understand the place and its serenity. Yeah, I have to book my own place here now. If I want to have a program, I have to tell, hey, don't give this to anybody now. I want it. That what I call it as a real usefulness of that place. The community around has become a part, for them, it's a second home. Now, this is how we should look at it. We should not look at only Chinmaya Mission. No, this is a place of spiritual development, social gathering, community center, cultural center. We have dances and music and drama and skits and festivals, and everyone around are using it. So, distance should not be a problem if you consider it's your home, your second home. For Sujata, it's the first home. Sujata and many others also who are working with her, they cannot think beyond that. This is it. This is where it's the first priority. There are many of them, like many of you, who are all considering this as your own place, definitely are, so close to, for them, it is all close to their heart. So they will do anything. So that is how we grow as a community. Okay, having said this, for the new year, we are also having in the coming year 75th year of Chinmaya Mission. Gurudev worked for so long and he had developed a spiritual organization which is serving the entire world. So there are many programs that are going to come during the next whole year. And I will also be there in the month of October. I hope you know that. Probably you're told. 75th year of Chinmaya Mission will be a great, grand program with many different things to do. And any festival and celebrations that you undertake in Chinmaya Mission should not merely confine to doing a ritual or a traditional puja, etc. It should become also a spiritual teaching through that. In Hindu calendar, there are so many festivals, almost every month, so many of them are there. They are all meant for us to know what is the spiritual dimension of those festivals, how to remember God intensely. That is the purpose of all these festivals. Very often we think that, oh, festival has come, what to cook, how to decorate, how what to wear. Yeah, so this is Diwali के लिए ये खरीदा वो नवरात्रि के लिए वो खरीद रहा हूँ. ऐसा वो don't look at it only for wearing a dress and wearing some makeup or preparing some food. look at the spiritual dimension of it. Let me give you an example. Now we had just 2 days back, it's called Onam. How many of you know what is Onam? Very good. Very nice. The story is very simple, as you all know, that there was a Bali Chakravarti who was a grandson of Prahalad, Bhakta Prahalad. Very noble king, even though born as a demon. And he was conducting his 100th Ashwamedha Yajna. Indra got worried because anybody who completes 100th Ashwamedha Yajna become eligible for becoming a Indra. So he immediately hurried to Vishnu and said, please do not allow this 100th one to be completed. Otherwise, heavens will be ruled by demons. There will be a big problem. So then immediately Vishnu said, okay, don't worry, I will take care of it. He took the form of a Vamana, a short, young Brahmin boy, and reached the abode of Bali Chakravarti, who had Shukracharya as his guru, who was teaching him about rituals. As soon as Vamana, Vishnu's avatar, reached the place, Shukracharya warned Bali, do not give anything to him. He may be cheating you. Bali, on the other hand, who is very noble, he said, anybody who has come to my abode, especially during this yajna, I will not stop giving. It is my privilege to honor everybody. And as he went out, Vamana, that is Bhagavan Vishnu's avatar, Bhavati Bhiksham Dehi, he asked, what do you want? He said, I want only 3 foot of land, my foot. He said, okay, I'll give you. He came back, he told Shukracharya, he hardly wants the 3 feet of land, 3 foot of land. No, 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 don't do this. You do not know how he is capable of. No, he is only asking for this, I will give him. He took the kamandalu to offer water. Shukracharya became a small bee and sat inside that. And as he went, and then for the first food, he became so huge, covered the entire world, earth. The Bali said, Tadastu, let it be so. He offered the water. For the second food, he covered the entire interspace and heaven. Now he understood. My teacher is right. But anyway, I have committed to it. Tadastu. Then Vishnu asked, where do I keep the third food? Tripadurdva udait purushaha pado osyeha bhavat punaha todo vishvam vyakramat. It is said in Purusha Suktam. So where do I keep the third food? So Bali Chakravarti said, you conquered everything of the earth, conquered the entire interspace and heaven. One thing you have not conquered. And unless I give you, you cannot. My head. He bowed down. Take that. Bhagavan Vishnu kept his third foot on his head. Now, this is then thereafter Vishnu blessed him and said that once in a year you can visit your own place and then look at how your people are doing. So this is a festival where Bhagavan Vishnu allowed Bali Chakravarti to come to his own state and then look at the prosperity of the people. That is welcoming him is called Onam, according to our understanding of the story. Now, what does it mean? Now, they look at the spiritual dimension of it. In our life, we never confide everything to anybody. When your child is young, when say your girl is going to school, when she comes back, she will tell you everything from the time she left from the home, she comes back. I did this, mommy, and then I met this one, mommy. This teacher is good, that teacher is not good, and I did this sport. All that she will tell you. As she becomes teenager, before becoming teenager, they're called protein. After they become teenager, they need more protein. You ask the child, your daughter, so how was the school? Okay. What did you do in the school? What did you do in the school? Usual thing, nothing. How many friends you made? Sort of, maybe. You get one or two words. Why is that child which was so open and talking to you has become like this? Now, because she had realized that what she says with which you are judging her, advising her, don't do this, don't do that. The more we judge people, the less people come to you. When the child becomes an independent thinker, she doesn't want to be judged. She doesn't want to be advised. Guidance is different from advice. Guidance is you are making the child think and go based upon what you say. Whereas advice is, I will tell you what you should do. You understand the difference? So in our life, when we have less and less people to whom we confide, more and more we become lonely. Think. Most of the depression happens because we are not open. And most children become depressed because of that very reason. Even as adults, can you tell to yourself, can you tell you to yourself, is there any person in my life, ask this question, is there any person in my life to whom I will confide everything? Whatever is there in my heart? No. Only person to whom you can tell and he won't judge is Bhagavan. The Lord of your heart is the only person to whom you can tell anything, and he will not judge based upon what you say. This relationship we build to the Lord, with the Lord, is the surrender. And the Bali Chakravarti, the very word Bali means sacrifice. So the Bali Chakravarti expresses, or what he symbolizes is submission of ego. And to whom does he submit his ego? To the Lord. And who protected him thereafter? Bhagavan. So we must recognize from these are the spiritual dimensions of the story. What we have, body, health, etc., or what you have heard, whatever learned, knowledge, wealth, etc., these are all one layer of a security we have. Money is a security, no doubt about that. People are security. Your health is a security. Your relationship with the people are security. Because what is security? When I'm in trouble, what will help me? If you have money as security, then you are a little more confident, is it not? Okay, I have money, I can get treated, or I have money, I can do things, or I have people who can help me, or I'm healthy, I can be okay. See, in life, we are always looking for security. Money is a security, people are security, health is a security, your knowledge is a security, your profession is security. When there is a political change and economic setbacks and share market going down, can any one of that will help you? Sometimes circumstances around us can totally go unpredictable. then our security suddenly becomes less and less. We become insecure, become helpless. Let us say, even if you say money is a security, suddenly it is devalued. People are security, you say they are gone away. Each one of them have their own profession. Another thing, they went away. Your parents or your person, I mean, your friends or your relatives or brother and sisters, when they are not there, you feel so insecure. Only security in our life is to the one whom we confide completely. So the second layer of security that we have with respect to stable political system or economic situation, etc., are also subject to change. But the one who will be there at all time to protect and with whom you can be fully secure is Bhagavan, for which we need to have complete faith. All the festivals are to build this faith. Again and again, all the festivals are given to us by our ancients is to think about God and find more and more security in that, in Him. If we understand this, then alone we can enjoy the very festival, understanding it is for my growth. Otherwise, it is just eating and wearing new dresses and then having a party, spiritual party also for Diwali. Go home. So, when we come together as a community, when we celebrate things with understanding, these kind of teachings are not available to you unless you think deep. You go to a temple or any other place, they will just do all the puja and all the rituals, etc. But then you will not. What I'll tell you what happened when I was, probably I might have shared you this earlier also. When I was growing up as a traditional Hindu family, I was also asked to do all the various pujas, etc. I did that. After some time, when I asked questions, my parents did not have any answer. I grew to become an agnostic until I met Gurudev, from whom I learned, or by being associated with the mission. Now I am 40 years since in the Chinmaya mission. 86 I joined. So when I was at that time, when I was agnostic, when I happened to meet Gurudev and people who have been trained by him or study group and Yogendra, etc., when I joined and I come to learn the spiritual dimension of everything, upon my next visit to my own home, back home, when I went to see my parents, when my father was doing puja, I sat next to him. He was quite surprised because earlier I used to not even come anywhere. I sat next to him, started chanting Purusha Suktam along with him. You have no other work to do. Why are you sitting here? I said, I am here only to be a part of what you're doing. Now you know what I'm doing? Yes, exactly. That's why I'm sitting here. He was absolutely surprised. Though he was doing without knowing it, I'm sitting with knowing it. So that's the difference. I'm not forced to be sitting there. Nobody told me to sit there. But yet I know now why he is doing and what is the purpose of doing that. So this will change your whole thinking. You start looking at everything that is being so-called tradition, ancient culture, or to be done going to be without asking any question changes. You know why you're doing, and you know how it will help you. So our role in the whole society here, wherever you are, is to educate. The whole of Chinmaya mission is for education, whether it is academic education or spiritual education. So that is the seva that we do collectively, individually. And this year, for the 75th year, how Swami Swarupananji has thought of 5 verses of Bhagavad Gita. I'll talk about it maybe in another occasion or when I come there. It's called Gita Panchamritam. And these 5 verses are to be learned by all the Chinmaya Mission members all over the world. And not only that, whomever whom you meet who happen to be Hindu, teach them. They should not open their mouth by mistake to you as Hindu. You are Hindu? Tell me. Do you know Gita? No, I'll teach you. These 5 verses are considered as Panchamritam, Gita Panchamritam. Essence, basic teachings, which I'll talk to you another occasion, which are beautifully selected, and it can give you a glimpse of what Bhagavad Gita is meant for us. Thank you so much for having me in this first day. My best wishes to all of you, and I will surely be there for monthly satsang, and we'll see, we'll grow together, read together and grow. Thank you. Hari Om.